This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good morning, my Real News Media TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and I'm wishing for everyone a wonderful and a productive day. And in the news this morning for August 11, 2023, FLA strike ends, but uncertainty hangs over operations. Thursday's end of a two-day strike by workers who are disgruntled over government's public sector compensation scheme allowed scores of firearm permit holders to renew license and conduct other business with the Firearm Licensing Authority. However, although the FLA employees returned to work, at least two said there was no guarantee that operations would not be disrupted again with another strike based on the feedback of other workers. One of the employees who spoke with the news at the FLA's offices in St. Andrew said everything is not good yet. We're just waiting to see what will happen. The other worker pointed out that a number of people had turned up at the FLA when it reopened its doors Thursday morning, which he said is good, but maintained that employees deserve a better pay. The place full from morning, but I can't tell you that everything gone back to normal, because a whole heap of people feel it, added the worker. FLA Chief Executive Officer Shane Darling told the news on Wednesday that meetings would be had on Thursday with trade unions to decide the way forward. However, up to press time Thursday, there was no word from Darling on what the next step for the FLA would be, as he was still locked in meetings. Operators of shooting ranges, meanwhile, celebrated the reopening of the FLA offices as it was affecting business for some. Howard Brown, operator of Woodley Shooting Range in Yorktown, Clarendon, said disruption to operations mean that the upcoming bird shooting season could be affected. We are happy about the reopening because the people need to process documents in the form of license, permits, etc. With bird season just around the corner, persons need to go to the FLA to do relicensing and the permits. It is a good thing that the matter is being handled. I was listening to the radio and heard the Chief Executive Officer Shane Darling taking the bull by the horn. We are happy that the matter is being resolved somewhat, and I hope that it will last and everything can run smoothly, Brown said. A representative of the Queensbury Shooting Range in St. Elizabeth said it was good that the FLA reopened, as a closure was holding up a lot of things, adding that a strike is never a good thing. The reopening is good for the industry, he said. At the same time, a representative of the Friendly Irons Shooting Range in St. James said that no packages for training came in over the 2 days when FLA employees went on strike. Nobody came out to drop packages off. We don't know what we would have received, but the possibility exists that we would have gotten if the FLA workers were at work over the 2 days, the Friendly Irons representative said. He added that staff of the FLA work hard and deserve to be paid. Jamaica Civil Service Association President Tetra Clark Griffiths appealed on Tuesday for the government to address contract employment issues that have led to division among public sector workers, which includes employees of the FLA. Clark Griffiths added that contract workers were being denied equal treatment from the same employer, even though they perform equal work of equal value. She said that the situation was becoming critical and invited FLA staff to meet with the JCSA at its Justice Sarah Park headquarters on Malines Road in St. Andrew. Among other things, she said contract workers had been receiving lower pay since April 1, 2022. 3 rifles, 1 handgun seized by St. James Police. 3 rifles, 1 handgun, and an assortment of ammunition were seized by the St. James Police yesterday during a joint police-military operation. Acting Commanding Officer for St. James, Superintendent of Police Aaron Samuels, noted that the initiative was geared towards finding wanted persons. We were targeting one of our wanted persons, and today we were able to disarm his gang of 4 weapons, said SP Samuels. SP Samuels reassured the residents that the police will continue to disarm gunmen and the gangs to keep their communities safe. Our main intention is to have the residents of Montego Bay St. James feel safe, to let them know that the police are working to ensure that we protect them so that they can enjoy going about their lives without having to worry about these criminals, SP Samuels added. No arrest was made in relation to the seizure. However, the police are encouraging persons to share information about guns, gangs, and wanted men by calling their local police or crime stop at 311. Delegates reject sole candidate Hicklin to represent a PNP in St. Andrew Eastern. Delegates of the People's National Party yesterday evening rejected Daniel Hicklin, the sole aspirant seeking to represent the party in the St. Andrew Eastern constituency for the next general election. A well-placed source confirmed that Hicklin, the single aspirant sent through by the party for the final phase of the selection process, received 73 yes votes and 96 no votes. The voting exercise took place at the PNP's Old Hope Road headquarters in St. Andrew. It's a clear indication that the candidate was not successful in mobilizing the delegates, the news source noted. The seat was last contested by Venetia Phillips for the opposition party in the September 2020 general election. Phillips, the councillor for the Papine division, was unsuccessful in her bid. She has since left the party. The governing Jamaica Labour Party's Favour Williams is the parliamentary representative in that constituency. Cop found dead at home. The Jamaica Constabulary Force has been plunged into mourning following the death of a police constable on Wednesday. Reports are that the policeman, identified as Zachary Campbell, who was assigned to protective service, was found unresponsive at his home sometime after 7 p.m. He was transported to the Spanish Town Hospital by relatives, where he was pronounced dead. News of the policeman's death has left his colleagues in shock. Woman dead, another hospitalized following gun attack on Windward Road. A woman was shot dead and another hospitalized following an attack at a bar on Windward Road in Kingston on Thursday. The deceased is 38-year-old Tracy Barnes, otherwise called Pinky, a bartender of Grafton Road, Vineyard Town. It is reported that sometime before 2 o'clock Thursday afternoon, both women were at the rear of the premises when a man entered and purchased a cigarette from the bartender in the bar area. He reportedly smoked it, then went to the rear of the property, pulled a handgun and opened fire at a group of women. Miss Barnes was shot in the head. The gunman escaped on a waiting motorcycle. The wounded women were taken to hospital, where Miss Barnes died while undergoing treatment. Trelawney police not daunted despite most lottery scam cases crumbling in court. Despite the more than 30 lottery scamming cases which recently crumbled in the Trelawney Circuit Court, the police say they are not daunted and will continue to pursue scammers. The cases crumbled due to long wait times for reports on electronic devices from the Constabulary's Communication Forensic and the Cybercrime Unit. We recognize that as a law enforcement agency, we must ensure that we have the requisite evidence with which the prosecution is able to advance a case in a court of law. We have had a consultation with the personnel from the DPP office, and since then, we have looked at a particular course of action that we can take to advance lottery scamming cases in the court in the future, outlined Deputy Superintendent Winston Milton, head of the Trelawney Police. He said lottery scamming poses a significant threat to the safety and the security of residents in the parish, since a large number of serious crimes committed are linked to the illicit activity. DSP Milton sought to assure law-abiding citizens in Trelawney that the police remain vigilant in pursuing persons involved in lottery scamming. During the Michaelmas term of the Trelawney Circuit Court, some 53 of the 66 cases related to the possession of identity information, which were scheduled for trial, had to be thrown out because the reports pertinent to the cases were not promptly provided by the Communication Forensics and the Cybercrime Unit. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.